mean, we used to have one lap shoot circuit at the time, and then just hanging out. I mean, we used to have one lap shootout in Super Touring back in the day, and you know, it's no different to that, but you can't afford to leave anything on the table. The problem is it's a street circuit which doesn't take prisoners, so if you do overcook it, you know, at least when you're going fit, you've got the targets, you know, when the play say, you know, others could have made mistakes in front of you. Where Huffy is going now, he can't afford to leave anything on the table, you know, otherwise he'll be mid-pack for both races.
Yeah. It's the worst
or nothing.
Yeah, the worst of both legs, isn't it? You know, you're 6th and 5th or 5th and 6th, so yeah, doesn't work well. Pit lane is open now for Mehdi Benami to head out and start his warming up lap as Rob Huff goes 29.02. That's a very, very good first sector.
So good enough though, Martin. You've got to be well into the 28s.
But is that what there is in the track now?
Well,
now don't forget, you know, this is only the first time in real hot blood that he has done a single lap shootout in this car. But has the temperature risen? You know, is it now too hot to get a low 1 minute 21 out of the car? We'll wait and see. Unfortunately, our timing screen clears off all the previous sectors when we get to Q3. 122.3, that should not be enough for pole, but yeah, Mum crosses her fingers.
2.3, 2.3.
Yeah, might be second row if he's lucky.
So how much of a step have Honda and Volvo made? Because the Citroen's the previously all-conquering car run by Citroen Sport as factory cars. Two of them through into Q3. Rob Huff's had his run, Mehdi Benani about to have his. And as Benani starts his hot lap, Huffy will be on a cooling down lap. So we get Rob's split as a guide. Know whether Benani is ahead or behind. Minus on the split time means he's in front, plus means he's behind.
Benani always seems to find that little bit extra around here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He always seems to find that little bit extra around here, doesn't he?
Yeah. But it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a hugely emotional weekend for him to be here with his mum, with the rest of the family around, but without his dad, who sadly passed away. 81 thousandths of a second quicker, but overcommits into the chicane.
I don't know, Martin. He got out of there pretty well.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's fast enough. Again, just to be only that much faster. But is that the trait of the Citroen? The Citroen's obviously carrying weight this weekend. None of the other manufacturers are.
Exactly.
Citroen's last chance to get up on the front row, though.
Smoke out of the tyres as he goes from one side of the car balance-wise to the other, trying to cool it, break it. 19 thousandths behind.
He needs a strong sector 3.
And across the line.
Lost it, sector 3.
Yeah, 10th behind.
Ok, Mehdi, on a perdu un dixième dans le secteur 3. C'était plus vite secteur 1 et secteur 2, pareil. 22.4, ça fait 22.3. Et box à la fin du tour.
Saying you lost it in sector 3. About the same in the second. His radio not sounding very good there, is it? Hard to understand what he was saying. So, Nesta Girolami then. What are we going to get from him? So, we got Great Britain, Morocco, Argentina, Hungary and Portugal represented. That's an interesting Football World Cup group. Not sure I'd like to pick which three would go through out of that group either. Football World Cup. I'm sure he'd make very many friends.
Girolami, the lone Volvo in the top 5 now, so he's got it all to do. Katzberg and New York promised lots but didn't manage to make it.
Oh, big smoky lock-up, but again you're dripping down over the rise, going from one laden side to the other, trying to get the car slowed down.
He's out of there well. He's got out of there well. Is he carrying some damage on one of the rear corners of that? Let's see.
Might be. So there's Rob Huff in the Munich Motorsport Garage. So there's Rob Huff in the Munich Motorsport Garage. Currently fastest.
Well, Huffy's guaranteed a second row place anyway.
Girolami is quicker at the moment. But then don't forget, so was Mehdi Banani. Girolami is 2/10 quicker than Mehdi was in the first sector though. Yeah.
Strong first sector. This can threaten the Hondas if they're not careful.
Girolami was 3/10 ahead of Huffy in that first sector. 2.5, he's now 4.5. It's just very good. Is this a front row lap from Nestor Girolami across the line? Top speed 1:22.03.
He lost it in that last sector. It's a good lap, but is it good enough?
Rob's engineer from last year.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Rob's old engineer, engineering Nestor. Rob's engineer from last year.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Rob's old engineer, engineering Nestor Girolami to go faster than Huff. Volvo lead, 2 cars to go, both are Hondas.
That could have been a ballistic lap, Martin, but he lost 2/10 to Huffy in the last sector.
Yeah.
Bazı da yok bu firmalarına var kıymet atlamaya.
Don't forget, in qualifying last year, top 5 shootout in Q3, Honda went 1-2-3. At the moment, your front row is Girolami and Huff. But we've got went 1-2-3. At the moment, your front row is Girolami and Huff. But we've got Norby and Thiago still to go. Qualifying record 1:22.024. Current fastest lap 1:22.031. So Girolami has not set a new qualifying record. That lap record set by Jose Maria Lopez last year in decision was only good enough for 4th. And fastest lap 1:22.031. So Girolami has not set a new qualifying record. That lap record set by Jose Maria Lopez last year in decision was only good enough for 4th. And fastest lap 1:22.031. So Girolami has not set a new qualifying record. That lap record set by Jose Maria Lopez last year in decision was only good enough for 4th place. So why was the 1:21 that went to the pole man not the official lap record, because Honda were excluded from the race at a later date over an argument about the use of flat floors. So Norby, a green first sector at 28.98. A green first sector at 28.98 compared to Girolami's 28.77. So 2/10 back becomes 1600s back. That's the best second sector we've seen. And new dad, Norby, put the Honda on top of the pile. Across the line he comes. Going to be very close. Where does he go? Second by 66 thousandths. Nestor Girolami is going to start on the front row of the main race. Don't forget, all points now for the main race.
It wasn't brave enough in sector 1.
22.09.
Well, this is the quickest lap he has done. Girolami.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Girolami has outpaced himself by quite some margin. 24.0 in FP1 Girolami, 23.4 in FP2. and now 22.0 in Q3.
Now, if I was a betting man before this qualification started, I'd have put money on the Hondas for pole. So, Thiago, even though I haven't put money on myself, bet against myself, Thiago needs to step up to the plate now.
He does, doesn't he? Well, it's a good indication of the potential of the Volvo package. Wherever Girolami finishes at the end of this lap, he's going to be starting the main race on the front row of the grid.
Okay, that's better sector 1 off Montero.
But not better than Girolami. 6 thousandths of a second behind him. Yeah, 7 thousandths of a second to blink your eye.
2 tenths up on Michelin's.
Yep.
So if the car's got the same attributes as Norby's in the second and third sectors, pole is on here.
Girolami fastest in sector 1. Norby fastest in sector 2, Huff fastest in sector 3.
Got out of there cleanly, good traction.
Oh, 1200's up. Thiago might be saving your bacon here.
Yeah, the Honda was strong in sector 3 as well. One little squirt,
yeah.
Final 90-degree right-hander.
Very short third sector, comes across the line.
Right-hander.
Very short third sector, comes across the line, and pole position for Thiago Montero by nearly a quarter of a second. Honda on top, Volvo second, Honda, Citroen. That is your top 5 for the main race in Morocco. There you go, a very happy Thiago.
Good job, very good job.
And a very happy Yas Honda team. So the Castrol Honda starts on pole position. And the Wigan engineers who produce the power unit for this car are happy with that as well. So Thiago Montero will be the DHL pole sitter for the main race in the opening weekend of the World Touring Car Championship here Sunday afternoon in Marrakesh. And Nestor Girolami, multiple Argentine touring car champion. Hello, have we been here before? Girolami will start on the outside of the front row, but your championship leader is now Thiago Montero. Thiago Montero heads back to the pits. He will be greeted by a very happy Honda team. Norman Michelis in third place. There's Ted Björk offering his congratulations to Nestor Girolami. Nestor appears to have got lots of Swedish colours on his helmet as well. So some very happy Swedes there. And you know, we talked to everybody before qualifying and free practice, and I was saying nobody actually really knows where they are. They know what they've got, nobody really knows, and still nobody really knows what everybody else has got in racing terms. All we know is a little bit more about what maybe they can produce in qualifying.
Yeah, Martin, this is a strange circuit. It's hard to get a real view on the rest of the season ahead from here. You know, it's so different. So I think they've got to get through this weekend, get as many points as they can each, staying out of trouble, which isn't easy amongst these concrete walls, and then the season really starts in Monza. These concrete walls, and then the season really starts in Monza.
Yeah. But then again, that's such an utterly different track to any of the others that we go to. That's going to throw up another car that has better aero properties or a better something in Monza. Maybe the Honda here, with its shorter wheelbase, is making the Volvo and the Citroen feel a bit lazy and,
Well, Honda used to struggle on 2 accounts. One was the outright horsepower of the engine. They've addressed that with the new engine. 2 was the drag factor of just the nature of the shape of the hatch, the car. Yep. And they've been working a lot on the rear drag factor of the car, and going more for slippiness rather than downforce. So for the first time probably since they've been running in the World Touring Car Championship, they're going to be looking forward to Monza.
Yeah.
You know, with a big thing. But slipstreaming will be paramount there. It's going to be great with these 3-car teams, seeing them work together. It's whether the Citroens can sort of